The first Salima Speaks show of 2015. 2015, do you believe it? Already. I mean, where did the time go? Another year older. Oh well. But you know what? I decided to try last year. I tried internet dating. I did it before, so I said, let me try it again. I met some interesting characters. But one guy I met, let me tell you the guy I met, he's from Africa. And for some reason, he said he couldn't make it for our first date. And the excuse he gave to me was, my aunt in Africa just died of Ebola. Okay, that's your calling card? So I don't know, see, people don't realize about Ebola. Any bodily fluids, okay? Meaning that now we have another disease that we can get from having sex. You can't get Ebola from sex. Y'all didn't realize that. And I'm black, and they don't have no cure for Ebola for black people. For some reason, it works on white people. It don't work on black people. So needless to say, that was it for that date. But anyway, I have a great show for you. I actually have a guy that was in the midst of Hurricane Katrina. I mean, we heard it on the news and we saw it and we sympathized with them and everything, but this guy was actually there. And his name is Jarvis Perry, and here he is. Hello, Jarvis.
Hello, Salima.
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for having me here today.
Good, good, good. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
Born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, and also he's my co-star for my movie.
Yes.
I'm teaching him a lot of stuff about acting, see? Okay, so when Hurricane Katrina hit, how old were you?
18.
You were 18?
Yes.
Okay, now, that was like 10 years ago. It doesn't seem like it was that long. So a question that everybody asks, and I was wondering that too, is why didn't you guys just leave? When they said evacuate, why didn't everybody just evacuate?
Well, most of us didn't have the finances or the transportation to leave.
Okay.
So telling me to leave is like telling me to go to my home.
Okay, well, the thing is, they were telling you to evacuate, but they didn't give you funds to evacuate or vehicles or anything like that. They just said, leave.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it has happened before. So when you tell me a hurricane is going to come, most New Orleans, we just wave it out, or surf it out.
Oh, wow. So you guys didn't think it was going to be that bad?
Correct.
Got tricked, didn't you? Wow.
Yes.
So tell me, I want to know like the steps. Where were you at when the hurricane hit?
Well, when the hurricane hit, I was at home.
Okay.
And I prepared myself for the day. And I went to open the door, and the door was stuck because of the wind.
Okay.
So I was just stuck in my home.
So you tried to open the door, and it couldn't open because of you were living by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So I looked out the window, and out the window you see tumbling cars, you see trees, you see debris, you see buildings. It was just pure chaos. Okay. You can hear the wind howling. It was a very terrifying experience.
Okay, so what was like your first thought? Like, what did you do first?
Well, the first thing I did was, I just prayed, for my safety. I prayed for my family's safety.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
And friends.
Okay.
I just thought I was going to die.
Now, at that time, did you have electricity?
I didn't actually check the electricity at the time.
Okay.
But once I realized and understood the capacity of the situation.
Were your lights on, or were you in the dark?
I was in the dark at that time, so we didn't have lights at that time.
Okay.
All the lights were out, power lines were down, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So it was daytime, so it wasn't necessarily dark.
Right.
But the lights were out.
Okay, so then, all right, that was the hurricane. The hurricane came first.
Yeah.
And the hurricane is what broke those levee things.
Yes.
Okay, so when the levees broke and the water started coming, were you still at home?
Yes, we were still at home.
Okay.
But before that, it was mild. It was just a bunch of destruction everywhere. So
Now, had you seen something like that before? You said you guys had hurricanes before.
Yeah.
But this was this like any
very
different?
severe. This one was severe. You can just see straight into people's homes. Businesses were down.
So it was like people screaming and running around and everything?
Yeah, it was like the end of the world, I would say.
So when the levees broke and you started seeing water, you were in your home?
Well, actually, we were out and about, getting, food and clean clothes and shoes.
Getting food and clean clothes from?
Well, we were just going in stores and Walmart and these businesses that
wait
were
a
big.
minute.
They
So you could just walk in and get what you wanted?
Yeah.
So
pretty
there were no
much.
cashiers there or anything?
No cashiers.
Wow. So you guys actually did that?
Yeah, right alongside the police.
Really?
Yeah.
So they weren't trying to stop you?
No.
So whatever Walmart had, you could have gotten?
Whatever any grocery store, Walmart, any convenience store had, we could walk in and take it. The banks were the only places heavily guarded.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it was all right, is what I'm saying. It was all right.
So yeah, it was acceptable that we can take things of necessity.
Because I figured that, it was going to be destroyed anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now, when the levees broke, now, the water didn't just like rush all in at one time, did it?
No, actually, it rose gradually over the coming days. Should I say? I say about 5 days, 6 days.
Okay. So now, when you saw the first couple of feet of water, what was your reaction?
Well, you got a flood, y'all.
Okay. So you had no idea that it was going to get that high?
I had no idea it was going to be 22 feet.
So where were you when it got to be 22 feet?
I was actually on my rooftop.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long did you stay there?
I think I stayed there for about 2 or 3 days. Before.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
On your rooftop?
Rooftop it was.
You ain't no food?
No food.
So you on your rooftop for see, I can't even imagine that. No food. I'm so serious. So you were on your rooftop. What were you doing? I mean, of course you're a spiritual man, so you were praying, but what else were you doing?
Well, I was up there with my cousin.
Okay.
He stayed at the apartment buildings right behind me.
Okay.
So like me and him just was up there and we was just watching people swim through the water.
So people were actually swimming through that dirty,
yeah, they were
nasty,
trying to go somewhere.
Sewage-filled water.
Mm-hmm. Some people didn't want to come out their homes. And then I finally had enough of it. The radios that we had, we put it on the communication or emergency channels, and they were telling us where people should go if they can, get out of the home. If it was safe for them to go.
So how did you get off the roof?
Well, you just jump in and swim.
And start swimming?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where did you swim to?
Well, first we went to the center city. The central city was completely dry. They had like sandbags up,
Oh,
you
wow.
couldn't loot the area. They had,
So
the National Guard was there.
So that area was dry, but the other parts had
A lot of
22 feet
water.
of water.
Yeah.
I don't get that. So why wasn't it, if it's wet in this part, all this water, why wasn't it going through the town?
They had blockage set up.
Okay, like you said, sandbags.
Sandbags.
So that
different-
stopped it.
Stopped the water.
Okay.
I'm assuming, I don't know. But it was definitely dry in that area. I swam to Gentilly. My mother lived in Gentilly.
Okay.
So I swam to my old home to see if she was still there, but they had already left.
Now, how far was that?
I would give or take about 8 miles.
How long did it take you to swim there?
A long time.
Okay.
I think I was on my way back at night, and I think I started during the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you were swimming in the dark in that sewage with dead carcasses and garbage and poop and all that stuff in the water.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We had just found out that the water broke into the aquarium. So they had like alligators in the water and stuff like that.
Get out. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And,
Wow.
I always thank God for to be here today.
Yeah.
But it was, it was kind of like nonchalant to me what's going on. I had to find a way to survive. I had to find a way to live, regardless of what was going on around me. Somebody needed help. And I just took it upon myself to start helping people.
Okay.
So I would bring families, to the convention center.
Oh, yes, so that's that dome thing.
To the Superdome.
Okay. Now,
to the highway.
Now, you can see, you can't skip over that because I'm going to ask you about what was going on in that dome thing. So I heard some stuff.
What'd you hear?
you know, that people were fighting and they were getting raped and beat up and all that stuff. Tell me about that.
They were running on like low power energy, so everything was pretty much dark. They was warning everyone not to go to the bathrooms alone and things like that. It was a lot of chaos going on. Firsthand, I didn't see anything.
So where in the Superdome, where were you?
I was always outside.
Okay, so you didn't
at the
actually
beginning
go inside.
because no, I didn't actually go inside the Superdome because I was always bringing people back and forth,
Okay.
you know, to safety. But at the convention center, when they stopped allowing us to go into the city, I had to stay at the convention center.
Okay, so now why did they stop you from going into the city?
Because it was unsanitary, it's dangerous. You
Okay.
know, the water was filled with.
Oh no,
who
because
knows?
I thought you said one part was dry.
The center of the city was
The
dry.
center of the city was dry.
Yeah.
So why didn't they just let everybody go to where it was dry at?
Well, that's where they were bringing everyone to.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people were leaving the Superdome and going there?
Yeah.
Okay.
People would leave the Superdome and they would bring you to the convention center. But it was like once the Superdome is filled, then you have to go to the convention center.
Okay.
And then for extraction, they was bringing everyone to the highway. And then you board buses, and that would take you on out of the
Now,
state.
did you do that? Did you board a bus?
I actually didn't board a bus.
What did you do?
I helped as many people until I collapsed from, you know, dehydration, just being plain tired. And I woke up in Texarkana, Texas.
Okay, now you lost me. You were helping people and you got exhausted and you fell out.
Yeah.
So someone must have picked your big ass up and put you on a truck.
Put me on a bus
And
and
drove
sent me
you
on.
somewhere.
Yeah. And I woke up in a shelter with other New Orleans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody actually picked you up and put you on a bus
Yeah, like I said, I was with my cousin too,
and drove you to where?
to a shelter
Okay.
in Texarkana, Texas, Texarkana, Arkansas. Yeah.
Wow. So how long were you there?
Well, we were there for about 2 weeks, and then that's when they started deporting people to, you know, where their family is, where they want to go.
Okay.
And I had family here in Bristol, PA.
Okay.
And they said, if you come up, we'll help you. And I said, okay, we'll go up there. And so we got here, and I took a shower, me and my cousin got ready to eat, and they said, hey, listen, there's too many people here. You're going to have to leave.
Get out. Wait, your own. Okay, so you survived the hurricane, you survived the flood, you get here, and then your people tell you have to leave.
Yep, they said, there's got too many people here. It's not enough room for you.
Wow.
We're going to get you in a shelter, and
So
they'll
you
help
actually
from
went to a
there.
shelter here?
So I went to a shelter here. We went to the Wanamaker building in the midst of Temple,
Okay.
and it was like a sleepover to me. You know, I was finishing up my last year at school.
Okay.
You know, college campus all around me, people playing basketball. You know, Donovan McNabb came up.
Okay. Now, had you been here before to Pennsylvania before?
Never,
So that was your first time?
first time.
Okay. So you survived all of that, and then you came here, got put out, got put in a shelter, and then what?
After about 2 months, they said, we have housing for you. Now you have to choose somewhere to go because you're getting out of here.
Okay. And I found that amazing. They don't have housing for people that live here. They are from Philadelphia. They are homeless. But for the imports, they find housing in 2 months. That's kind of crazy.
Well, it's all about the funding and where you can get it from.
So they gave you a house, an apartment, or what did they do?
They gave us an apartment in Germantown in the Cricket Court.
Now, didn't they give you guys money and stuff?
Well, we had like $300 from it was on a card from the American Red Cross. I think that's what it
Okay.
was.
But they didn't give you like a lot of money to start over again?
No, they didn't.
So now what are you doing besides being in my fantastic movie? What do you do?
Well, actually, I own my own business. It's called Summer Bods.
Summer Bods?
Yeah.
And what is that?
I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
And so what I do is I help people manage their weight, maintain their weight.
Oh, we should have put some sweats on and let you do some stuff with me. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Okay,
I would
so-
really appreciate that.
I'm sure you would. So you're a personal trainer, and
I'm in school for computer network securities, actually right down the street at ITT Tech.
okay.
And I'm doing an excellent movie with you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And the thing, honestly, you've never acted before, and you're a natural, and you follow direction really good.
Thank you.
When you follow direction. But anyway, that's a different story. But so now your family back in New Orleans, their family still back there in New Orleans?
Yes. What can I say?
But so
they don't want to leave.
So everything was destroyed.
Yeah.
So then they had to rebuild. So your family that's there, like did they get new houses and stuff?
Yeah, if you owned your own property, if you owned something, they paid you, you know. But if you didn't own anything, like for instance, I was renting, you're out of luck. Okay. But they gave me something because I had renter's insurance.
I was just going to ask about that.
That saved me a little bit.
Okay.
But as far as like, I think we got, and then one instance, they buy us a lot of clothing and shoes, and you know, and then they give you a housing allowance. And our housing allowance was like $4,300. Okay. And it lasts you for a couple of months. Right. But of course, you know, you have to get back, and you have to pick yourself up. And you just can't be what it seems. Right. It just can't be what it seems.
Just can't give up.
Yeah, you just can't get up. You give up. You have to get up, keep moving forward, despite Hurricane Katrina. Everyone have a Hurricane Katrina in their lives. It doesn't matter how it comes, but it's going to come, and it's all through history, and it's present. You got to keep going.
It's a little bit different. I didn't have to swim in no poop and all that stuff, so big difference. But anyway, that's really amazing. I mean, do you like have nightmares and stuff? I mean, is it because you're talking calm now, and I appreciate that. But does it still bother you? Well, and that was like 10 years ago.
When I talk about it, it makes me feel like I'm right back there.
Really?
You know,
when you say stress syndrome.
You say poop, okay? People don't understand what poop is, like feces. Like I literally had to walk to get to the outhouse, you know, and it was so full and backed up that people just start crapping right there.
Oh, okay? My goodness.
So at the edge of the street, you got poop, and then it goes all the way back to the outhouse.
And you're like walking in it.
So you're walking in it.
Oh my God.
And then when you get to the outhouse, you realize that there's no room in here to poop and pee because it's all pooped and peed out. Okay. And so now you got to make a decision. Okay. Do I go right here where I'm standing, or do I go up there? Well, I'm gonna go right here where I'm standing, and the next time I'm gonna go up there. That way I ain't got to walk in all this poop.
Wow.
So you know, you got to look beyond a reason. You know, everybody thought they were going to die. Right. Now, at first, I thought I was going to die, and then now here come the water, and it got past the wind, and buildings falling on its side, and people committing suicides. Now, what am I going to do?
People actually were committing suicide.
Yeah, I seen a lady jump right off the bridge, the Claiborne Bridge, threw her baby in, and then she jumped in.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, all hope is lost. You know, money had no value at the time. Right. You know, nothing mattered. You know.
Wow.
Water was $10 a bottle.
Really?
So if you steal your water first, which is not stealing, they were allowing us to get it. Right. You know, you can make a little come up. And so I was getting people shoes because they was walking out of their shoes. So I would go into the Foot Locker and get them shoes. You got to swim in this little corridor that they got set up for you, and you swim in, and then you go up and you get your shoes, and then you got to swim back out.
So wait a minute. So you swam in the Foot Locker, got some shoes,
swim everywhere,
and swam back out with the shoes.
Oh yeah. People need shoes.
So you were helping people.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing that kept me alive. I had saved over 700 lives.
Really?
Yeah, that helped me stay alive, because now I found a reason to stay alive, because I know you need me. Okay. And that was my reason, you know, to stay alive. Wow. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done.
So you were very helpful. Now the obvious question, okay, you're 6'8". Why don't you play basketball?
Well, that's a good question.
Did you ever?
I gave up. I don't know why I gave up playing basketball.
But did you ever play basketball?
I was very good at what I did. I played basketball. I practiced with Temple. Okay. I spent a lot of time on the court. Okay. You know, sun up to midnight. You can catch me with a basketball, challenging someone. When I first came up here, I think my record still stands at however many games to one. I lost one game since I've been here, all my one-on-one games.
Wow, okay.
Basketball is just in my soul.
Okay.
But
Well, that's I'm glad that you came because you're the first and only person that I actually met that was actually there. We saw it, but you were there to experience it. And I hope I didn't drudge up any memories. I hope you're not going to leave here and go kill yourself or something. But I just wanted to know, the experience, that you had. But thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you for
and sharing that. And thank you for viewing this wonderful edition of Salima Speaks. Hello and welcome back. This is my favorite segment of the show, the food segment. And we're here with Chef Jeff.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Chef Jeff.
Hey.
Like that. So, tell us what you had. First of all, where are you from originally?
I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from the North Philly section of the city.
Okay.
Grew up around 27 Susquehanna.
Okay.
My mom raised us around there. That was
a bad area though, right?
Yeah, when I was coming up, it was pretty bad. So, it was a bad area, but we made the best of it.
Okay, very good. So you made it out of that. Did you graduate from high school and all that good stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now how did you get interested in cooking?
My mom is actually my influence. My mom and my aunt, they
Okay.
were the two people that influenced me the most when I came to thinking about food. I used to stand in the kitchen a lot and watch my mom just do whatever she did when I used to be a little pipsqueak, leaning over the stove trying to figure out, Mom, what are you doing in there? So, after we had that conversation a few times, she actually introduced me to the food by actually making me make like a Sunday dinner with her.
Oh, really?
And I was about 14 at that time. So when I made that Sunday dinner, that was like one of the biggest and most proudest moments of my life because it's like my mom is like excited about doing something with me and she's happy and she's like proud of me at the moment. So it's like from that point on, it was just a passion. It is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, and I understand that you make your own things here. You make, whipped cream. Okay, let me tell you about this whipped cream. He makes his own whipped cream, okay? And I'm a whipped cream connoisseur, and he makes like the best whipped cream, okay? Honestly.
Now stop it.
Do you sell this though?
Yes, actually, anything that I sell a lot of different things. I can sell the whipped cream. We do sell that in our business, and we also do sell sauces and things like that.
Well, how would somebody get in touch with you? Tell them that how they get in touch.
Well, if you guys are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anything like that, on Instagram, you can get us at Chef Jeff _ Company and Co. You can find us on Facebook at Chef Jeff and Company, and you can also find us on Twitter at Chef Jeff and Company.
Okay, and he's actually going to make a parfait thing here while I look and see what I'm going to eat. Actually, I'm going to eat all this stuff when y'all go.
Terrible.
Oh, well. So make a parfait. Y'all can do that.
All right, so guys, what I'm going to actually do right now, I'm just going to make a strawberry parfait for you guys, a strawberry shortcake parfait. It consists of macerated strawberries, some cake, and some whipped cream.
Now, did you do the strawberries yourself? They were fresh and you did that yourself?
Yes.
And what did you do? Put sugar in them?
With the strawberries, usually when you want to make them get to more like the syrup flavor or you want to get the real strong flavor out of the strawberry, you want to actually add a little bit of sugar to it and just a tad bit of water, maybe a teaspoon of water to it so that the juices out of the strawberry actually flow out of it so you can actually get a stronger taste of the strawberry.
Now, you can also use honey, right?
Honey is actually the better option because it's a little healthier than sugar.
Okay, right.
Because usually when you use regular sugar, it tends to be a little bit more onto the sugary side. So you want to try to use things that are you can use honey, you can use agave fruit juice, you can use aloe.
Oh yeah, I heard of agave. That's
you can use any one of those kind of things, and it actually works out best for you.
Okay, now what is this before I eat it?
That is my barbecue chicken slider. It's pulled barbecue chicken with my barbecue sauce with apple coleslaw.
Okay, now you make your own barbecue sauce also.
You already know.
Okay, and I tasted that. That's good. So I'm going to eat this slider thing. There's no pork, because last time we had pork, I told him I don't eat pork.
Yeah, she made that very clear. Don't put no pork on my show. I don't want no pork. So I had to make sure, I took care of that one.
Oh my God.
So we're just going to build this up a little bit.
Now what's this crunchy stuff? You have coleslaw or something?
Yeah, it's apple coleslaw. It has apple ginger strips in it. It also has carrots, red cabbage, green cabbage, as well as onions also inside of it. With and it was flipped in extra virgin olive oil.
And you said you don't put mayonnaise in this.
I don't put mayonnaise in it because I've learned over time, and I wanted to give people a little healthier option. You know, going into the new season, going into the new year, people tend to try to find different ways to make food differently rather than always being a lot fatty foods. So I chose to use the olive oil because it's light in texture, but it's great in flavor. So it adds an extra little kick to your meal. So this is almost done.
And what's this?
In your hand right now.
Burger, but
that's our garlic cilantro slider with our jalapeno peach relish on top.
wait, garlic cilantro?
Garlic cilantro slider.
Love garlic, love cilantro. Let me taste this.
How does that look? And you just toss your little spoon on the inside.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. What do you have inside of the burger?
Inside of the burger is garlic. It's actually sauteed garlic, fresh cilantro, chili powder, some other ingredients I can't really name right now. And you just take that and we mash it together, and then we add the jalapeno peach relish on top. Is like a kick to it, but the barbecue sauce, jalapenos and peaches.
What?
That's about right.
That's what I just ate?
That's what you just ate, jalapenos and peaches.
Wow. Okay, tell me about this stuff. What's this here?
This in the front is a stuffed strawberry shortcake cupcake.
Okay.
What you can do with this
soon. Okay.
You want to eat that right now?
I'll eat it. What?
You want to eat it right now? Okay. So the inside
I'm
here,
going to eat all the stuff.
it's stuffed with macerated strawberries with fresh whipped cream. Of course.
Please. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. And she'll let you know how's that working. She didn't even eat the cake. She just ate the whipped cream and the
put your
strawberries.
cake. Oh my! Wait a minute. Did you make this cake from scratch?
I did.
Really?
I did.
This is good.
Mind you, people, I'm not a baker. That's not my profession. I profess to be a cook, and this is my specialty. What you see in front of you is
But you're
plating
not a
position.
baker, but you made this
But I'm
from
not
scratch.
a baker. But I did make that from scratch.
Really good. Really good. So what are some of the things? Well, like, what are your goals? Do you plan to like open a restaurant one day?
As of right now, Chef Jeff and Company is rebranding. So right now we're just rebranding. We're trying to get our name back out into the people as a same person, just a different face of the franchise now kind of thing.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're trying to be more community oriented. Where I'm in Chef Jeff is I'm trying to build relationships with people. I do a lot of relationship networking where I build relationships with people rather than just going in and trying to sales pitch with people.
Okay.
I want to build long-lasting networking relationships to where when you come to see me, we can work together on collaborative projects, or we can just, do something like similar to today where I'm on Salima's show, Salima Speaks, or I can just be anywhere and we can just begin to network and have positive relationships.
Okay, what's this?
That is the sweet potato cheesecake shooter.
Dog.
So you gotta go over to the bottom. So you gotta get that one from the bottom.
No, you know what? I can taste this. I can taste the sweet potato.
Is it overpowering? Just right?
Oh my God.
Look at that. You see a little, try to be cute with it, match it with the.
I ain't trying to be cute, baby. I'm gonna devour this.
I know that's right.
So good. Anyway, tune in to get in touch with Chef Jess. Now, do you do things like for Valentine's Day for couples and stuff?
Actually, I do a lot of private chef work, so
Okay.
you guys can reach out to me at Chef Jeff and Company on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or you can email us at chefjeff540@gmail.com, and we'll set up a consultation for you guys to come out. Even if you wanted to buy one of the sauces, we actually have them on sale right now for $5, and you can come out and just get one of the sauces. I have a line of sauces, but today our feature is going to be the sweet and sassy barbecue sauce. That's my favorite sauce of all of them.
Okay, I have to cut you short because you're long-winded and I'm trying to eat. But anyway, guys, this food is good. Thank you so much for tuning into this edition of Salima Speaks. I gotta go because I got some food to eat. Be good to yourself. Love you. Peace. Thank you, Chef Jeff.
You're welcome.